Hello, in this video we are going to install Syncthing on a headless Raspberry Pi and configure it so that we can access it from another system and set up Syncthing as a service so that it is always started whenever the Pi is booted. Let's get started. So the first step in doing this is sudo apt update, which just updates your repo list. And then sudo apt upgrade. I've already taken the time to do this off camera so that the video is speedy. After this, we are going to want to install a package. That package is apt transport https. It might already be installed, it might not. In my case, it was not installed. Alright, next we are going to install Syncthing's GPG key, and there will be a link in the video where in the description where these commands can be found so that you can paste them as well. So now that we've done that, we are going to add their repo to our repo list. Excuse me. So now that their repo is added, we're going to go ahead and do an apt update again. All right. Now that we've done the apt update, we can go ahead and do an apt install Syncthing. So at this point, Syncthing is installed, and now we're going to configure it as a service on our system. So we are just going to run it manually so that the files are generated, the configuration files, and then we can just hit Control-C to stop that. And now we can do syncthing-paths to figure out where our configuration file is, which in this case is right here. So now we are going to go ahead and open up this file here in a text editor. You can use whichever one you would like. I know that Nano is installed on here by default, so I will go ahead and use Nano. We are going to scroll down until we see this line here, and now we are going to change this to be 0.0.0.0 so that it accepts a connection from any client. If you wanted to have this only accept connections from IP addresses within the same subnet as the Pi itself, you would just change it to whatever the Pi's IP address is. So now that that's done, we can go ahead and save this file. Okay. Next, we are going to configure Syncthing as a service. So we are going to go ahead and create a new file at this path right here that I'm about to paste. So this is a new file, so we're gonna open it up in a text editor again. Now that that's open, we are gonna paste this content in, which again will be available in the description. Now, a very important part of this file that you have to change for your own use case is whichever user you would like Syncthing to run as. In my case, the user I'm going to use is called YouTube, but make sure you change that to be whatever your user is. Oh, that's unfortunate. I did not put sudo, so we'll just have to do a quit. I want to exit. No. Make sure you throw sudo in front of that. I don't think I did again. I did it again. Oh my goodness. Oh no. I'm sorry. Anyway, we'll paste that content back in there again, and we will go ahead and change our user once more. So now that that file has the proper content, we can do a sudo systemctl enable Syncthing. This way, Syncthing will start whenever the system is booted. And then we can go ahead and start Syncthing. Now, everything should be all set, so we can go ahead and access the Syncthing web client, which in my case is going to be on 192.168.0.111.8384. The port will be the same for you. The IP address may not be, but as you can see, we are accessing the Syncthing web client that is on our being hosted on our Raspberry Pi. And just to reiterate, we are accessing this Pi. So what are a couple of use cases that this could be used for? Um, let's say you have two devices, let's say for example two laptops, and you want to have files shared between those two laptops, and um, they aren't necessarily going to be turned on at the same time consistently. This may be helpful because then you can have one laptop sync the files with the Pi, and then the Pi will sync the files with the second laptop. And that is sort of my use case that I'm using this for at the moment. But hope this helped. Thank you for watching.